As a fan of professional soccer in the USA, the MLS, heck man, I work for FC Cincinnati. It's my hometown club. As a fan of this league, I hate when it's called a retirement league, but, you know, it is kind of true. With players such as Thierry Henry, David Beckham, Kaká ending their career here in the MLS. Well, you know, ending part of their career. David Beckham moved back to the Serie A. But you know what I mean, all of these older players ending their career in MLS. Today I wanted to actually put that to the test in what if the MLS was actually a retirement league for every single player. So here is how today's video is going to work. We are going to take every single high rated player who is above the age of 30 years old, and we are going to consider them all retired, and we're going to make every single player retire in MLS. And I guess I shouldn't say every player, because what we have done is taken all of the MLS teams and we have made 100 plus 30-year-old players all go on to retire in the MLS. I've completely randomized it, so we could see Cristiano Ronaldo on Atlanta United. We could go in and see Messi at my hometown club of FC Cincinnati. Or who knows, Zlatan Ibrahimovic could be returning to the LA Galaxy just after he left. We are going to go ahead and look at the team sheets in a second, but before we do that, comment down below which experiment you want me to do next. Also, leave a big old thumbs up if you guys want to see more experiments like this just in the future, or if you enjoy the episode. Also, in regards to one of your comments, whoever is commenting, make the what is it? I think the person's commenting pretty much do an episode on making every single player their highest ultimate team card. I know that's it. I'm 100% sure that's it. I'm going to try my best to do that. It's going to take a long time doing all the research and upgrading all the appropriate players. Yeah, I'd second that. That one's going to be extremely tough. But if you really, really want me to do that, we need to hit 5,000 likes in this video. So everyone who's been commenting that, liking that comment, 5,000 likes, and I will make that episode happen. So we are going to go team by team. The randomization has been complete. Like I said, we took 100 plus of the top rated players who are 30 years or older in FIFA, and we have randomized them throughout the MLS. So each team is going to have anywhere between like 4 and 8 players. I don't know how the randomization has worked. Here are the teams. We're going to start with Atlanta United, who, let's see, Keylor Navas and Nets. They have Garay, Herrera. Oh my God, they have Messi. I didn't even see Messi. Messi and Zlatan Ibrahimovic on the same team. Oh my God, straight away, Atlanta United is looking like they're probably already the best team, and they're literally the first one we're looking at. The Chicago Fire is team number 2. They received Luis Suarez, Willian over there at the right wing position, Silicin, Raul Albiol, Bonaventura, Hummels, and I should note, I don't know about Chicago Fire. No, they are not one of the teams. Some of the teams have a few players just on the reserves that I know couldn't fit into the starting 11. So if you see one team not having more players than another team, just probably assume that they have a few players at the same position and they're just on the bench. The Colorado Rapids, very decent. Nothing too overwhelming here. Yes, Dries Mertens is up there. Sergio Busquets, Witzel, Asensio, and Nets. I feel like they're one that has to have at least one player on the bench. And they do. It's Giroud. Okay, yep, he's right where he belongs right there. Gamiro is definitely going to be starting. On second thought, they're kind of similar. You know, Gamiro just has that pace. Giroud obviously doesn't. The Columbus Crew, Jamie Vardy, Marco Reus, Callejon, PK, Mignolet, Piszczek. Oh yeah, also one other thing. Obviously, all the positions were kind of randomized, but I believe every single team received a goalkeeper. I think I did that just to make it fair in the randomization. I had there be at least 20 goalkeepers involved in this, because it wouldn't be fair if one team was just not given a goalkeeper and they were stuck with like their normal 60 rated keeper. That would be terrible. DC United. Wait, this one can't be right. Jordi Alba, Schmeichel, Milner, Banega. 4 players. Is that all they got? Yo, DC United, I'm sorry if there's any DC United fans out here. Yo, you guys got kind of screwed. They do have Costa on the bench. Oh, that sucks. 2 left backs. It's completely random, so I guess it's just the way the cookie crumbles. But DC United fans, you guys are not looking good. This one was pretty good. My hometown team, and it is looking good. Minus the keeper. I'm so hyped to see Lewandowski on this club right here. 91 rated. Rakitic. Probably isn't the best cam, but it'll work for now. Chiellini, Dejan Lovren, I don't really love that. Their keeper, I don't really like either. And 78 rated. Ooh, that could come back to bite them. But they do have one of the best strikers in the league, which is massive. FC Dallas with an insane attack of Sergio Aguero, Higuain, then Chesney and Net. Is that it? No, they have Lallana, Bruno, and then Navas at right back. Oh, Lallana. I guess that's okay. Chesney's huge, and I think the attack should be enough to maybe help FC Dallas make a run. We got the Houston Dynamo next. An insane midfield. Pretty good attack as well. That midfield, though, is going to be beastly. I feel like that has to be the best midfield in MLS, excuse me. David Silva, Vidal, and Miralem Pjanic. Muller up front, Yarmolenko, Felipe. Strong team. We got the Montreal Impact, Diego Costa. I think that's Diego Costa. Is it not? Yeah, Diego Costa, Perisic, Vasquez, Antonio. This team got a good amount of players. Jeez. Fernandinho, Bonucci, and then Neto in net. Anyone else? Didn't make the cut? No, that's it. That's a good team, I'd say. Let me know also down below in the comments which team do you think is the strongest. We're going to try to go this a little bit quicker. LA Galaxy still has Chicharito up front, but Manuel Neuer in there. Who else? Toni Kroos, Herrera, Snodgrass. How is Snodgrass one of the ones in this randomization? That's a bit weird. Otamendi, LA Galaxy. I mean, they were already one of the better clubs, and they're just getting even better. There is Cristiano Ronaldo. I was wondering where here's at. LAFC, I feel like, is the perfect team to suit him. If Cristiano Ronaldo ever does join MLS one of these days, I feel like he'll probably either go to LA Galaxy, LAFC, or the new Miami team, which, of course, is not in the game yet. I can't wait till they're actually in. We got to wait till next FIFA, though. Minnesota United. Ramos, Moutinho, Matuidi, Fabianski, Bellarabi, and Juan Mata. That's a very average one, you know? Ramos is sick. You know what? Their midfield's good, too. And we'll see, but a 65 rated striker is not ideal. You got the New England Revolution next with Benzema up front, Buffon in net, Bender. Is that really it? Did they get 4? That's not even 4. Did they get 3 players? What? I thought everyone at least had 4. Oh, they do. No, they have. Okay. Oh, wow. That sucks, man. That actually sucks. They got stuck with 3 goalkeepers. Roy Patricio should probably start over 42-year-old Buffon. How is this dude not retired? I know he did retire and then he kind of came back. He needs to be gone. He is so freaking old. Man, that sucks for New England, though, receiving 3 goalkeepers. New York City FC, Isco Kadira. Anyone else big? Larissa Net, the other Bender. Wait, we got 2 Benders, both the Bender brothers here in this simulation. Yeah, that's not that great, I'd say. Ooh, I kind of like this one. A good balance of players. Sommer, Oderweireld, Cuadrado, Bale, Gomez. Again, though, they just don't have that striker. Gomez could probably play striker. Bale can as well, too. We'll see what the team does in the simulation, how they set their team up. But I feel like they're set up for success with this starting 11. Orlando City, nothing too special here. Fabregas, Ilicic, Dzeko, Herrera, Vertonghen, and Heaton in net. Yeah, nothing too special. The Philadelphia Union, Ribéry, Marcelo. Again, just nothing special here. This one doesn't blow you away by any means. Paulinho. Philadelphia is bound to be a mid-table team. I'm trying to get through this as quick as possible, but we got to review each team or else what's the point of this episode? Hadanovic, Blind, Kolarov. What is up? The final teams here in this have not really received too many phenomenal players. It's all the teams at the beginning who have the big boys, the Messis, the Ronaldos, the Lewandowskis. Damn, man. Imagine one of your players being Huntelaar. That is a rip for Real Salt Lake. Pepe Reina in net, Mkhitaryan. They do have Christian Eriksen, Iniesta too, a legend himself, but he is super old. Dimitri Payet as well, out there on the wing. But man, getting Huntelaar as one of your players has to be almost definitely worse than getting Giroud. There's a big striker, Aubameyang. I was wondering where he was hiding at. The Seattle Sounders. I feel like, for whatever reason, the Seattle Sounders fits him well. Say Aubameyang was ever to come to the US, the MLS to play, I feel like Aubameyang would definitely be suited well in Seattle. I don't know why. Just a few clubs left. Should we just do this in rapid fire? Ozil, Sanchez, Di Maria, and Consigli, Pizzi. That's a decent team for San Jose. Sporting has Immobile, Socrates, Thiago Silva, Jardim, Pepe. Another decent one there. Nothing too mind-blowing. Toronto FC. Casillas is in there, man. How is he not retired yet? Cruz up front. Lucas Leiva, David Luiz. What do we got? I think this is the last team. The Whitecaps, Ruffier, Acerbi, Azpilicueta, Parejo, and Cavani. And we're back to the beginning. So to get going with this test, we jump into a normal manager career mode. Of course, we're not going to make any more signings. I really wish the mod allowed us to do multiple seasons, and then every time a player hit 30, they automatically transferred to the MLS. But that would be so tough to do. So we're going to jump into it with, I feel like we have to. I feel like I just have to do my hometown club, FC Cincinnati. And for the most part, it's going to be super even. Almost every team has a 4-star, except for a few who have 3.5. But no, I'm going to jump into it with my hometown club. I feel like it's only fitting. They have a decent chance to win too with Lewandowski. Transfer windows all off because we don't want any of these players being sold. Let's get into it. The same FC Cincinnati starting 11 that you saw previously when we checked out this team. Anyone else big on the bench? Not really. Yo, also, I'll leave this linked in the description, but I just actually interviewed this FC Cincinnati player. I wish he had a player face, but he doesn't. Andrew Gutman. Yeah, I interviewed him for the club because, as you guys know, I work for this team. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Check it out. Give it a retweet on Twitter. Show it some love, show it some support, and check out the interview. The dude's a super chill guy. He actually is on loan to this club, but he plays for Celtic, which is so sick. Of course, the top valued player is going to be Robert Lewandowski, then Rakitic, then Chiellini, then Fernando, Lovren, and I guess those... Oh, yeah, Hitz is here as well, our goalkeeper. So those were the only additions to this team. I also should note that I know some players probably could have been in this video who are currently over 30 in real life, but the ages are only sort of equated to FIFA. So the player had to have turned 30 before FIFA came out. I hope that makes sense. We're going to give it a nice simulation to halfway through the season, and we're going to see where these tables are at. And then, of course, we'll get to the end, and we'll go through the MLS playoffs, which is what everyone is going to want to see. But to do that, there's no, like, January transfer that we sim to. So we'll sim to when the All-Star break would be, because that's what the MLS does. They're weird like that. Like all American sports, they have an All-Star break. So we'll sim to the 31st of July, and we'll meet you guys then.
A few moments later.
Okay, if this is any sort of indication, we are into the halfway point of the season, the All-Star break. If this is any indication as to how our team's doing, I don't know. Can you really tell? Because every single team has players over 30, so they're all going to be decreasing like our current players are. So let's check the standings. Or no, I guess first we could do this. We can literally just show you the MLS. We can show you the top goal scorers. Aguero is killing it for FC Dallas. Suarez, Chicharito, yo, he's up there too. In third, that's mad. Ibra, Messi, Costa, Tadic. Where is Cristiano Ronaldo? Hello, Cristiano Ronaldo, where you at, son? Wait, where is Ronaldo? Ronaldo, hello? That is crazy. Ronaldo is choking in the MLS. 5 goals in 21 games? That is terrible. Okay, enough of me talking. Here are the standings. FC Cincinnati is right on the border in 7th place. All right, I mean, there's still time to turn it around, right? Atlanta United, no surprise there with Messi. It was one of the first teams we saw, and was Zlatan doing so well on that team. Szczesny and net. Atlanta United look poised to win the league. As for the Western Conference, yeah, man, Ronaldo needs to pick up the pace with LAFC down there in 8th place. That is absolutely mad. And then it's going to be FC Dallas. Yep, Aguero's on that team. He's killing it in goals. It's all the pieces are falling into place. Not that this really matters, but this is the League Cup, the US's version of the FA Cup. Houston, LA, Atlanta, New York. We won't really be paying attention to this too much. I'm going to check out the transfer list, but I don't think any of our players have been sold out of MLS. Yes, we're seeing some big moves being made because a lot of these big teams are missing some of their superstar players with all of them retiring to MLS. Yeah, but so far, no, Marlos, that's one I forgot to add. RIP. I'm starting to notice now a few players that didn't get thrown into the mix. Thiago Aspas probably could have been in there. And I'm sure I missed a few others, so if I do, I apologize. But I tried to get, 100 of some of the most highest rated players in the game into this sort of simulation, into this retirement episode, if you want to call it that. Right, I think there's nothing else to do but get to the end of the season, or I should say get to the playoffs, because we got to go round by round. We don't just see one winner at the end. We got to go with the weird system the MLS does to this date and see which teams have qualified, and then go round by round and get ourselves a winner. Cue the sad music. We have failed to qualify by 3 points. This is probably my biggest disappointment ever as a YouTuber. Failing to take my team into the playoffs with Lewandowski up front. How disappointing could you be? The top teams, Atlanta stays at top, Columbus, New York, Montreal Impact, Chicago, New York Red Bulls, and Philadelphia. Boys, this is sad times. This is very, very sad times. In your round 1 matchups. So I believe I'm still like, I'm a fan of MLS, but they seem to change the playoff format each year. It's crazy. But pretty much the way it works. I know in real life, there's only 1 leg. I'm not sure if they've changed that in FIFA yet. There may be 2 legs per round. But the way it should work is it should be one leg. You should play 1 game, and the winner will advance. And I believe the top 2 teams Yeah, the top 2 teams in each conference get a bye to the second round of the playoffs. And we'll show you all the top goal scorers come the end of it, but we're going to wait till these playoffs finish to get the winner. And I've done this. I've literally just simmed to the end so we can go round by round and see which players have won this retirement episode. And I would love to look back at this video years to come and see how many of these players actually go on to retire in the MLS. One day, I dream and I pray that Messi and Ronaldo come to the US so I can get to see them play on a regular basis. Let's go. Let's get into it. Chicago advancing. LAFC, Columbus, New York City FC, Portland, and the LA Galaxies. We move on to the conference semis. Atlanta United taking down Chicago. Columbus taking down New York. FC Dallas and Sergio Aguero taking down LAFC. Ronaldo is done. And the LA Galaxy taking down Portland. Conference finals is up next. 2 teams can advance. Columbus tops Atlanta, which is shocking because Atlanta had been leading the league all season long, and FC Dallas and Aguero continue their domination. And here it is. The episode has culminated to this point right here, right now. Columbus against FC Dallas. Let's find out the winner. It is the Columbus Crew. That's all it took. 1 goal was all it took. And thinking of it, which players actually played for Columbus? Because I can't remember off the... Okay, yep, it was that team. Jamie Vardy, Marco Reus, PK. Oh, yeah, that team was... Wow. Out of every single team. You can't say that the goalkeeper had that big of an impact because Mignolet of all keepers, was able to win this retirement league and beat out all the rest of the incredible goalkeepers in this one. Mignolet. Think about that for a second. Mignolet. 81 rated Mignolet. Your top goal scorers, even though they lost in the final, Sergio Aguero beasted and feasted his way through. Suarez, Messi, Chicharito, and there is Cristiano Ronaldo. He had a terrible first half of the season. He was able to redeem himself. And you know what? One of the reasons my team that I controlled, FC Cincinnati, did so bad. Where is Lewandowski? Rakitic ended up scoring more goals than Lewandowski. Wow. Locati. Did Lewandowski even play, man? FC Cincinnati's backup striker, who was on the team to begin with, put up more goals than Lewandowski. We need to check this out before we can end it. Lewandowski must have been hurt or something. Let's see. Stats, goals. He scored 9 goals in 33 games. That's terrible, and that's why they did so poorly. You never see that from Lewandowski. So yes, boys, as a fan of the MLS, I had a fun time recording this one. Let me know in the comments which video you want to see me do next. That is going to do it for this retirement episode. If every player retired in the MLS, this is what would happen, boys. Thank you guys so much for checking this one out. And yes, we'll see you for another one later on. Catch you boys then. Peace.